So this is just going to be a fall recovery run. I'm going to do a little over 4 miles, just nice and easy. Just thought it'd be cool to get some scenery with the fall colors and everything. This is a trail behind my apartment complex that I run once in a while when I'm doing a shorter run. It's the full loop down and back is about 4 miles, 4.1 or 4.2. So here we go. And again, I'm just going to take it nice and easy. So it's just a short trip down to the corner here, and then I turn around, go all the way back down, and then come back to my apartment. A little bit of rolling hills in here, nothing too crazy, but it does provide a little bit of variety. This morning I ran a 5-miler, running a double today with nice easy recovery runs. I usually try to keep my pace on recovery runs just under 9-minute miles, nice and slow. If I'm in particular bad shape, I just go whatever speed that I feel comfortable with, you know. If I feel like I have to go slower than that, I do, but as a general rule, I try to stay under 9-minute mile pace. For reference, my marathon pace is about 7:15-ish, 7:17 the last one I ran. So, you know, almost 2 minutes a mile slower than marathon pace. So you can see the end of the path here, where I'll turn around. This is a nice little trail that they put in a few years ago. Nice scenic views. It gets a little thicker, the woods back the other direction, as you'll see. This is on the west side of Lansing, Delta Township. They got nice little, there's a trash bin here, and then a seat up there, and a little map of the trail. You can see some nice fall colors there. Or maybe a little bit past prime. A lot of leaves are on the ground, but still looks nice and pretty. Still light out enough to see it. So I'm turning around, and I just go all the way down, and this ends in a little park, and then come back. And the whole loop, like I said, is about 4.2 miles, something like that, 4.15 miles. I think it's about 48 degrees, something like that right now. Pretty good running weather, actually. It's nice and sunny out, not raining. It's been really rainy lately, so this is a treat. So again, you can see there's some nice rolling hills here. One thing that's not great about Lansing for running is it's generally pretty flat. There aren't a lot of big hills around, so it's hard to train for anything with really big hills, mountain running and that kind of stuff. That I've done a few races. But yeah, there you can see some people up there. There's usually quite a few people, depending on the weather, out walking, running, biking on this trail. So I'm actually going about 8:30 pace right now, which is a little fast for a recovery run, but I feel fine. We'll see where I end up. I don't really shoot for a particular pace, just whatever feels nice and easy on that given day. Again, not running for pace, just adding the mileage. nice little climb there. Now I go down the hill and down this cute little bridge over a creek. When I come back, I have to run up this hill, so it's a nice little incline right at the end of my run to, you know, push me a little bit right at the end. Generally not a lot of traffic on this road, so I can usually just scoot through. You can see some of the scenery here, fall colors. Coming up to this little bridge. So here's that little bridge. This always makes me think of the Legend of Sleepy Hollow for some reason, because I'm running across the bridge. It makes me think the Headless Horseman is after me, especially this time of year. It was just past Halloween here. So you can see the nice little scenery here, the trees. I see deer in here quite a lot, actually. Different wildlife. Actually, not a lot of people out today, it seems like. I don't know if it's a little early still, or maybe it's a little too cold for most people, but it's actually pretty nice. So I'm coming up on 1 mile. Now it kind of levels out for a while. Someone up there on a bike, you can see. So if you know your way around Lansing, like I said, this is on the west side. The turnaround there was that canal. I'm coming up to Crates here a little bit. The woods gets a little thicker up here a little ways. So right now my watch is going to beep because I'm at 1 mile. And again, not pushing hard. I'm breathing a little hard because I'm talking so much. I'm always a little surprised at how often I see deer in here, because I'm not way out in the country. I'm just on the outskirts of Lansing, and quite frequently run into deer. Might be still a little too light for it right now, but quite often I do in the mornings or at night. So here's my plan. Okay, so this is sometimes a little more trafficked area here. So I gotta keep my eyes on the swivel a little bit, as you can see. And then this road is pretty heavily traveled, so sometimes I gotta stop. We'll see how it looks like when I get up to the corner. There's a crosswalk. And they're supposed to stop for me. There's flashing lights to make them stop for someone in the crosswalk, but people don't pay attention. So you gotta be careful. Yeah, I'm gonna have to stop here. Too much traffic. Okay. Everyone stopped for me that time. So it's getting more thick, the woods here. There's sometimes nice flowers planted on the sides by volunteers. This is heading up towards Sharp Park. It's a nice little run. You can see again there are quite a few people out. Someone with a stroller up here. Cute little baby. So here, there are a little bit small rolling hills in here. So it's a nice little variety of uphill, downhill. Nothing overly challenging. There are basketball courts at the park down here, so sometimes you'll see kids dribbling their balls. Soccer fields. It ends in a library up there. So now we're getting close to the park. Just checking. So as a rule, I try to stay to the right hand side unless I'm passing, just like on the road, in case someone comes up fast behind me. You can see the nice fall colors in here. There's a little dirt trail that cuts through there. I usually stay. It's a very short jaunt there, so I usually don't bother, even though it'd probably be easier on my knees. So I'm still averaging about 8:30 a mile. If I would have gone down that way, it would go towards Lansing Mall. I'm coming up to the park now, Sharp Park. Just around the bend. You don't have to pay. So it's time to go down left here. I guess today I'll just go down right. It's a loop. It's about the same distance whether you do the loop or you just go down this way and then come back the same way. So it depends on what I feel like doing on the day. This is a nice softball park here. Looks like a guy has a model airplane there. So up here is where I'm going to turn back around and then head home. Looks like they're putting in some signs here. There's a nice little pond up here. See all the geese. Lots of geese. Library across the street here. I usually just go up to the road here and turn right around. Because like I said, it works out almost a nice even 4 miles. Which is about the shortest I ever run, other than if I race a 5K. I've cut my mileage back a little bit. I'm doing kind of a speed cycle here after qualifying for Boston to try to get my speed up for shorter races. And then I'm going to start the heavy duty marathon training in December to be ready for